Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family of the class of 2025. We're delighted to welcome you here today to the White Coat Ceremony for the Tulane University School of Medicine. And we ask that you welcome our new students. At this time, I'd like to call Brother Cody Masters to the podium. Brother Masters is involved with Tulane Baptist Community Ministry, and he will be delivering our invocation.
Bow your heads. Father, thank you for this group of students to step out into one of the most challenging professions in the world. God, I pray that as they're starting this journey, that they would be brave, courageous, and persevere to the end. I pray that as they're going through the rigors of medical school, that you would watch over them and protect them and give them all that they need to make it through and be the best versions of themselves, God. I pray all these things in your name. Amen.
Again, good afternoon. I'm Dr. Alma Ledoux. I'm Associate Dean for Admissions and Student Affairs. And I was delighted, we were all delighted to meet so many of you at orientation and also the parents yesterday. Are you having fun yet? At this time, I'd like to go ahead and introduce the platform party. And if you would please stand as you're recognized. Dr. Lee Ham. He's Senior Vice President and Dean of the School of Medicine and the James R. Doty Distinguished Professor and Chair. Dr. Kevin Crane, Vice Dean for Academic Affairs. Our keynote speaker, Dr. Victor J. Thanakal, Professor and Harry B. Greenberg, Chair of the John W. Deming Department of Medicine. Dr. Madeline Feldman, past President, Tulane Medical Alumni Association. Brother Cody Masters. And our fourth-year student, Lucy Toombs, President of the Honor Board. At this time, I'd also like to recognize our wonderful student volunteers. Soon you'll be doing this. It'll pass faster than you think. But they're upstairs behind you, who helped make this day special. And they're also behind the boxes of your stethoscopes over there. Sita and Samantha, would you rise, please? At this time, I'd like to turn the podium over to Dr. Lee Ham.
Well, I also want to extend my welcome. This is one of my favorite things of the year, maybe my favorite thing, this and graduation. It's just a wonderful day. Now, I must admit that one of the things that I usually say on these is it's one of those occasions that the room is filled with smiles. Well, who knows? You know, I think you're all smiling. You should be smiling. It's a great day. You know, I was thinking about, so I got to contemplate, because I can't see people's faces too much, or only half their faces, you know, what it is that makes this day so special. Well, I think we take extraordinarily seriously stepping into the profession of medicine. You know, we talked some about that at orientation, at the parents thing. The program talked some of what it means to be in that profession. For me, and I think for the students, respect for the patients, compassion for the patients, empathy, qualities that you don't necessarily think of, but are essential to the good physician. And I am just so thrilled that the students are stepping into this responsibility. And it is a responsibility. With the medical profession comes a good deal of privilege and recognition, but it comes with this responsibility. And when you think about, for those parents, those husbands or wives, uncles or aunts, or supporters in other ways, when I sit here, or I stand here now and I think about all the good that these 190 individuals will do for their patients going forth, it's almost a little overwhelming to think about the impact that this class can have, that you as individuals can have. So it is a wonderful thing. Welcome to the profession and all that means. Thank you very much.
I'd like to give you a little bit of brief history about the white coat ceremony. The first one was actually held in August of 1993 at Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons. And it was through grants of the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation that made future events at other schools possible. And this custom began to spread. And currently, a white coat ceremony takes place at nearly all schools of medicine, including osteopathic medicine, nursing, optometry, dentistry, in the U.S. as well as in foreign countries. Tulane has had a white coat ceremony since 1995, and beginning in 2002, upon the retirement of beloved Dean of Students, Dr. Wallace Tomlinson, the keynote address at our white coat ceremony has carried his name. The white coat ceremony welcomes incoming students into the medical profession and serves as a contract for the practice of medicine. Most medical classwork emphasizes the science of medicine. This event recognizes the compassion that is essential to the art of medicine so needed in the care of patients. Donning the white coat does not assert privilege, but rather implies a responsibility. This responsibility carries implications for physicians and physicians in training. And I ask that today, as you leave here with your white coats, you carry that message with you. At this time, I'd like to go ahead and introduce our keynote speaker. A little bit again about the Tomlinson Lecture. Dr. Wally Tomlinson was my Dean of Students. He passed away about 10 years ago, but he had served for over 25 years. And he was an eminent psychiatrist and neurologist, but he also was incredibly humanistic and empathetic toward his patients. And it is fit that this lecture be named after him. Our speaker today is Dr. Victor Thanakal, who is the professor and Harry B. Greenberg Chair of the John W. Deming Department of Medicine. Dr. Thanakal joined us last year after a national search for a new dynamic chair for the Department of Medicine. Prior to joining Tulane, he was a professor of medicine and pathology at the University of Alabama at Birmingham, the Ben von Branscombe Chair of Medicine and Respiratory Disease, director of the Division of Pulmonary Allergy and Critical Care, and vice chair for Research, Department of Medicine. Dr. Thanakal currently serves on the editorial boards of the Journal of Clinical Investigation as consulting editor, as well as those of the American Journal of Respiratory and Critical Care Medicine and the American Journal of Pathology. He's also an associate editor of the American Journal of Respiratory Cell and Molecular Biology. Dr. Thanakal's research focuses on cellular and molecular mechanisms of lung repair and regeneration. Discoveries from this work have led to the identification of a number of drug targets for the treatment of fibrotic lung disease. Dr. Thanakal has multiple active grants from the National Institute of Health, including a translational program project grant from the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute. Dr. Thanakal epitomizes the Tulane School of Medicine commitment to research, patient care, and medical education. Dr. Thanakal.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ladeau. And to the class of 2025, congratulations. This ceremony both celebrates and signifies your admission into the profession of medicine. Now, as student doctors, and in 4 years, after successfully navigating the rigors of medical school as doctors of medicine. This is and will be a truly amazing and wonderful accomplishment. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to family and friends who I'm sure played important and pivotal roles in your journey. The past year has been extraordinarily challenging in many respects. Yet, through it all, you have been selected from a record number of applicants to medical school, including a 35% increase in the number of applications to the Tulane School of Medicine, almost twice the national average. As I was thinking through what I might share with you today that might prove useful to you in the weeks and months ahead, I wondered how much or how you might preserve some of the joy and excitement you feel today. The answer to that how question might lie in the why. Why are you so joyous today and perhaps just not happy? Joy is a much deeper emotion that is more meaningful and longer lasting than the more situational, usually temporary feelings of happiness. It is very likely that the joy you feel today may be directly proportional to how hard you work to get here. In all walks of life, the greater the sacrifice, the more abundant the joy. This was evident in the stories of athletes as they described their path to victory at the Olympics in Tokyo this week. The more difficult their journey, the more meaningful that gold medal. I am by no means wishing that any of you should undergo any more hardship than you need to over the next 4 years. However, I can assure you that you will experience immense joy and fulfillment from your accomplishments, brought to fruition by hard work, resilience in the face of adversity, and the sacrifices made due to your dedication to the field and the drive to be the very best you can be. Do you need to wait another 4 years to experience the joy that you feel today? I would hope not. I would encourage you to find joy every day. How can I find joy when logging in long, arduous hours required to pass my biochemistry exams, you might ask? There again, note our natural tendency to focus on the how over the why. When you are stressed because of those long, hard hours or the high expectations that you have placed on yourselves, take a moment to reflect on the why. I remember asking myself just a few years ago how the Krebs cycle will help me provide better care of my patients. I did not know then, but now we're learning how mitochondrial biology does indeed contribute to a myriad of acute and chronic diseases. And even beyond that, a deeper sense of the why lies in the purpose behind it all. To alleviate suffering and death from illness, to make discoveries that advance knowledge, and to educate the next generation of physicians. Indeed, those are the basic tenets of our tripartite mission, and you will notice that each of those components require us to think outwardly rather than inwardly. They are not self-promoting or self-serving, but rather serve others. Why is it important to be outwardly directed versus inwardly focused? Because outwardly directed individuals make better, more empathetic, and compassionate doctors. They make groundbreaking discoveries through collaboration and team science, and they make more effective and influential teachers and develop into more impactful leaders. In medicine, as in most other professions, we recognize that the collective wisdom that comes from diverse thoughts, experiences, and ideas make us better, more informed, allow for more informed and better decisions. And by the way, an outwardly directed worldview will bring greater job satisfaction and sustained joy in everyday life. That brings me to my final thought for the day. And if there's one thing I have learned in my own personal journey, it is to be humble. Some of our most brilliant and highly motivated physicians, regrettably, diminish the positive and lasting impact they could have had on medicine and society simply due to that lack of humility. So as you embark on this exciting journey, know your calling and purpose by asking why and not just how. It will empower you through the drudgery of those seemingly tedious hours in the study hall. Think outwardly and not inwardly. Understand that there is great strength in collaboration and diversity of experiences, thoughts, and opinions. After all, medicine and science are team sports. Furthermore, the bonds of friendship you develop through medical school will last a lifetime. Support each other through this journey. You will be stronger together. Be hungry. I have less concern about this since you all would not be here unless you were not highly driven. But remain humble. It will make you a better doctor, a more effective leader, and certainly bring you more joy and fulfillment in your profession and in life. Enjoy the journey, and once again, my heartiest congratulations to you all.
Dr. Thanakal, on behalf of the students of the class of 2025, we'd like to present you with this small token of appreciation. At this time, I have the pleasure of introducing one of your student colleagues, T4, Lucy Toom, who is representing the Honor Board today, and she's going to speak about the nature of the Honor Board and how it is linked to the white coat ceremony.
Hello, class of 2025. My name is Lucy, and I am a fourth year, a member of the class of 2022, and a current chair of our honor board. I want to join in congratulating you all and welcoming you to the Tulane medicine community. I am so honored to have the chance to see you all in your white coats today, and remember this moment because they will never be this clean again. I know I speak for the entire fourth year class and all of your classmates when I say we are so excited to meet you. While there are a million things I want to tell you about the amazing experiences to come, what New Orleans restaurants to try, and what a wonderful decision you made when you chose Tulane, I am here today to talk to you about the Honor Code. This ceremony is about the celebration of all you have accomplished and all you will go on to accomplish. It is also about the gravity of your white coat and the responsibility that comes with wearing that white coat. The responsibility you have to your patients, your teachers, your institution, New Orleans, and to your peers. While I urge you to read the honor code in its entirety at some point over the next few days, I will not stand before you and read it to you or tell you the things you should not do. Instead, I want to share all of the things I know you will do during your time at Tulane. You will meet people, classmates, coworkers, and patients with experiences vastly different from your own, and you will learn so much from them. You will work hard to reject discrimination on the basis of race, sex, gender, or religion. You will listen when someone lets you know you've made a mistake, and you will grow from it. You will treat those around you with respect and grace, no matter how late it is or how tired you are. You will use your voice, now amplified by your white coat, to advocate for your patients and peers. You will move through your years here with integrity and humility, and each of you will leave a positive impact on this institution and this city. I feel so sure you will do these things because for the last 3 years, I have watched my classmates do them every day. While I am sure you are familiar with honor codes at your previous institutions, there are a few things that are unique about the way we hold each other accountable here. The Tulane Honor Board is made up entirely of medical students. The Tulane Honor Code is a code of conduct written by students who came before us. The Honor Code is comprised of standards we choose to hold each other to. You have so many people here today ready to support you, your families, the deans, your upperclassmen peers, but I want to leave you with the understanding that your greatest support comes from those sitting next to you. While most, if not all, are strangers to you today, they will be your fiercest advocates and your strongest shoulders to lean on. The Honor Code is a promise to one another that you will be someone worthy of the white coat and the Tulane emblem, whether you are wearing it or not. We, you and I, the medical students, define Tulane School of Medicine. Starting today, you are in charge of the culture that we create. As you continue your well-earned celebrations, I ask you to take a moment to reflect on what this white coat means to you and what kind of a community you want to be a part of. Set the bar high and hold each other to it. And again, congratulations and welcome. Our community is already better with you in it. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucy. At this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Madeline T. Feldman. As representative of the Tulane Medical Alumni Association, Dr. Feldman is past president of the Tulane Medical Alumni Association Board of Directors, and she's also in private practice with the rheumatology group here in New Orleans. She's also president of the Coalition of State Rheumatology Organizations. Dr. Feldman.
Well, welcome. Yes, I'm here representing Tulane Medical Alumni Association, and I graduated undergraduate from Tulane right here, and then I graduated from medical school right here, so I feel really quite at home. But I bring you greetings from your alumni, future alumni association. We began the idea of giving stethoscopes to students in 2008, and it was sort of a way to welcome you into the School of Medicine. You know, regardless of what specialty you go into, you think, well, I may not even need a stethoscope. And by the way, these are really good stethoscopes. It reminds you of the link that you have with your patient. Regardless of whether you end up as a pathologist, a neurosurgeon, psychiatrist, rheumatologist, yes, we need pediatric rheumatologists. So I'm trying to convert this one right here. And I want to thank the two medical students who are behind these boxes here, Seta DeGan and Samantha Light, who will be helping hand out the stethoscopes to you. And they're members of the Tulane Medical Student Alumni Association, and you'll hear more about it at the club fair. And I would consider joining it if I were you. It gives you a chance to maybe experience a leadership position, get to know some of the local medical alumni, so think about it. I also want to thank someone who's not here, Cynthia Hayes. She's the executive director of the Tulane Medical Alumni Association. And if you haven't met her yet, you will, and she is amazing. She's unable to be here today, but remember that name, Cynthia Hayes. A few years ago, I was here handing out the stethoscopes, and I spent most of the time talking about a book called Into the Magic Shop, written by James Doty, a Tulane medical alum, a neurosurgeon at Stanford. And he talked about his life and the way he made it through. And the point of the book that I'm going to tell you about today is, of course, he had a mnemonic, as we have a mnemonic for everything. And this was CDFGHIJKL. And in becoming a neurosurgeon and all of the trials and tribulations he went through and the types of patients he had to see, he understood that probably one of the most important things was opening of the heart. And he wasn't a cardiac thoracic surgeon. So compassion, dignity, equanimity, forgiveness, gratitude, humility, integrity, justice, kindness, and love. Now, I know we all can't practice all of those virtues every day, and there are probably going to be some days when you can't even practice one of them. So one of the other things he talked about was breathing and self-care. Self-care has become very important for all of us. And you know, if you're not into the Om thing about doing deep breathing exercises and things, remember when you take a deep breath in, you lower your diaphragm. When you exhale, you raise your diaphragm so you stimulate the vagus nerve. So it lowers your heart rate, calms you down, and as a rheumatologist, we've learned that stimulating the vagus nerve actually reduces inflammatory cytokines. So it's not just for oming anymore. You really do yourself well to take some deep breaths. A book I got from Cynthia Hayes a few months ago, speaking of breathing, was something called Exhale. And it was written by David Weil, who is also a medical alum, transplant surgeon. And I'm going to leave you with some of the words that he sort of learned after so many years of seeing so many of his patients die, many of them continuing on. But he said, and this is sort of came to him, he said, feel what you feel. Share it and acknowledge it as valid. Come out of the darkness with your pain. Don't suppress it. Let it go. So in closing today, I want to remind you, I'm sure you know, that there's a lot of hard work ahead of you. You know, success, there's another cliche, success is the quality of your journey, but just remember, you know, you can change people's lives, not just your patients, those around you. You are going to have influence on those around you. I'm a rheumatologist. I can't cure any diseases, but I can goddamn well make their lives better, and so will you be able to. So I want you to understand that the field of medicine is a noble one. You're going to run into the wall over and over again. Remember to breathe and use that running into the wall as an opportunity. I wish you great success and happiness in your years ahead, and I wholeheartedly congratulate you and are so thrilled that you've chosen to become a part of the Tulane Medical School group.
Okay, now we come to the fun part. We're about to have the presentation of the class of 2025. Prior to that, because of COVID-19, I just want to give a few ground rules for the students and for our platform party. Normally, as the students come up, they have their coats donned upon them. For obvious reasons in contact, we cannot do that today, nor will we be allowed to handshake with the deans today. When you come on stage, I would ask that you remain covered with the mask for the photograph. However, when you descend the stairs and go in the back, an official photograph will be taken without your mask individually. So that's one thing. That's the COVID part. However, now this is the good part. couple of things. Your white coats are donated to you by the Tulane University Medical Bookstore. You will have, and they are to be delivered shortly, the patches that are to be affixed to those coats will be affixed for you when they come in. And there's also a little something special in each pocket. I don't know if you found it yet, but if you haven't, you might want to wait until after the ceremony, or at least after you get your stethoscope to read it. Again, I want to thank Dr. Feldman and the Tulane Medical Alumni Association for the gift of these stethoscopes. They really are quite beautiful, and one less thing you have to purchase. Now, for your task. Nobody knows about this, not even your parents. We didn't spill the beans yesterday. As you come across the stage, you will stand and have your picture taken with the deans. And then this microphone is mounted here because each of you will pause in front of it and state one word that best describes how you feel people view you. It can be brave, strong, humorous, crazy, accomplished. Yes, I do feel sorry for you if your name begins with A. And those whose names begin with W, X, Y, Z, well, okay, you got a little more time. But this is just about individuality. The white coat is unity, but walking across the stage by yourselves gives you a chance to demonstrate your individuality, which in medicine is also very important. So with that having been said, I would like to ask Deans Ham and Crane to take their positions over here where they might greet you as you come up. I'm giving you a few seconds to think of that word. All right, with the first row, please rise. Austin Axe. Chase Adams.
Empathetic.
Ramses Akamifula.
Jubilant.
Aaron Albuck.
Technical.
Augustus Anderson.
Jovial.
Edmund Anudu.
Calm.
Claire Ardis.
Resilient.
Neha Aurora.
Intense.
Wasef Atiya.
Bubbly.
Ajibola Bakare.
Imaginative.
Humble.
Lauren Ballantyne. Amanda Louise Barber.
Deliberate.
Nathaniel Beach.
Assertive.
Kevin Belknap.
Tenacious.
Kyle Biggins.
Potatoes. Patient.
Graham Blair. Jack Blitz.
Handsome.
Sean Blues.
Grateful.
Jacob Boudin.
Sarcastic.
Terrence Byrne.
Tall.
Sydney Caputo.
Determined.
Crystal Casado.
Particular.
Wesley Chastain.
Kind.
Hamza Chowdhury.
Compassionate.
Idaline Ching.
Curious.
Jonathan Chio.
Dedicated.
Tasfiko Chowdhury.
Balanced.
William Conlon.
Dependable.
Willard Covey.
Broke.
Ready.
Mallory Crouch. Nicole Cullen.
Spontaneous.
Jessica Dang.
Lucky.
Maya David.
Hopeful.
Jonathan Deck.
Logical.
Daniel Dalal.
Fresh.
Elizabeth Dubell.
Sweaty.
Victor Dominguez.
Trusting.
Ashlyn Driscoll.
Loving.
Dora Duamich.
Enthusiastic.
Graham DuPont.
Blunt.
Alexis Edmondson.
Loud.
Alexander Eisenberg.
Realistic.
Aizara
Hype.
Ermekbaiva.
Overanalyzing.
Daniel Evans.
Persistent.
Justin Evans.
Thoughtful.
Aaron Everett. Ian Farrow.
Persistent.
Determined.
Jacob Fowler. Brianne Futa.
Ambitious.
Tyler Gabrielson.
Bubbly.
Pranali Gandhi.
Short.
Nicholas Gannick.
Insightful.
Michaela Garabedian.
Genuine.
Mark Amin Jabara.
Kind.
Nicholas Gerard.
Determined.
Anushka Ghosh.
Obsessed.
Samuel Girian.
Grateful.
Nikhil Godbol.
A nerd.
Nathan Gorfinkel.
Driven.
Geetha Gowda.
Opinionated.
Rachel Greenberg.
Funny.
Alyssa Guillory.
Organized.
Anya Gupta.
Resilient.
Tejaswi Guti.
Excited.
Eunice Hakim.
Optimistic.
Jalad Hampel.
Thinker.
Shanna Hardy.
Energetic.
Jaden Heffern.
Adventurous.
Alexandria Henderson.
Fun.
Gabriel Hernandez.
Real.
Brianna Hines.
Persevering.
Kimberly Hinn.
Passionate.
Audrey Horn.
Joyous.
Kathleen Hughes.
Energetic.
Brandon Illikal.
Compassionate.
Nishant Jain.
Tired.
Peyton Jarman.
Tech support guy.
Aaron Johnson.
Resilient.
Emily Jones.
Spirited.
Ariel Kessick.
Caring.
Oliver Kim.
Extroverted.
Yuna Kim.
Hungry.
Emma Kostoff.
Unwavering.
Eva Kruger.
Forgetful.
Catherine Kushner.
Earthy.
Patrick Lamy Jr.
Loving.
Brian Lee.
Fearless.
Joseph Letterman.
Mischievous.
Ariana Leyuke.
Perseverant.
Nicole Levine.
Thoughtful.
Hannah Lee.
Blonde.
Kelvin Lee.
Thankful.
Savina Lynn.
Personable.
Nicholas Litsky.
Adventurous.
Sharon Liu.
Driven.
Mahala Livingston.
Considerate.
Caitlin Lofton.
Nice.
Eric Malamud.
Courageous.
Inquisitive.
Mahant Malampati. Shri Ganesh Manoharan.
Sincere.
Kasra Mansourian.
Selfless.
Daniel Martin.
Down to earth.
Sarina Matriano Lim.
Cheeky.
Chelsea Matsko.
Serene.
Janet Mazarhari.
Dynamic.
Christina McCarthy.
Adventurous.
Patrick McCarty.
Creative.
Matthew McDermott.
Curious.
Jack McDonald.
Fierce.
Bryant McLafferty.
Friendly.
Shannon McQuillan.
Adventurous.
Stephen Madaris.
Goofy.
Jadani Mohammed.
Trustworthy.
Abigail Moore.
Blessed.
Matthew Moore.
Encouraging.
Anna Grace Morgan.
Pensive.
Samantha Morin.
Eccentric.
Tatiana Mortel.
Vibrant.
Allison Mortimore.
Twin. Love you, bro.
Madeline Motzinger.
Genuine.
Edward Moo.
Loyal.
Yvonne Nguyen.
Motivated.
Lena Nguyen.
Smooth.
Truman Nguyen.
A foodie.
V. Nguyen.
Autodidactic.
Jizoba Agwefi.
Warm.
Kemdi Okafor.
Blessed.
Spencer Oleski.
Proactive.
Megan Oscar.
Unoriginal.
Doansola Oyasil.
Quirky.
Janelle Kumar Patel.
Unstoppable.
Lane Peary.
Adaptable.
Mikhail Pena.
Independent.
Charles Pepper.
Thorough.
Hannah Fromer.
Caliente.
Haley Phillips.
Spunky.
Allegra Plug.
Heartfelt.
Zia Rady.
Eclectic.
Samantha Ratakanda.
Nerdy.
Somya Ravi.
Resilient.
Veena Ravichandran.
Chaotic.
Arman Raz.
Sweet.
Jared Rebman.
Vindictive.
Jacqueline Reeb.
Persistent.
Jelani Regan.
Inclusive.
Joseph Rittendale.
Free.
Hiyori Roberts.
Motivated.
Madeline Roberts.
Hard-headed.
Nathan Safran.
Fiery.
Nadia Salib.
Banterous.
Andres Sanan.
Supportive.
Callie Siegel.
Confident.
Eleanor Sider.
Motivated.
Botao Shan.
Creative.
Megan Schenk.
Efficient.
Ariel Shirazi.
Disciplined.
Jory Singer.
Thankful.
Shafali Soni.
Sister. Also, hi, Miley.
Thomas Stahl.
Passionate.
Marissa Steinberg.
Grateful.
Emily Strutman.
Passionate.
Alexander Saw.
Stubborn.
Discomfort seeking.
Annie Syed.
Authentic.
Grace Tangalig.
Small.
Gail Megan Teagle.
Effervescing.
Daniel Techa Bunyart.
Adaptable.
Preston Terrell.
Sarcastic.
Ellen Terry.
Pragmatic.
Austin Thomas.
Awesome.
Madison Thornton.
Ambitious.
Brian Torres. Sean Tran.
Luchador.
Preston Sang.
Foodie.
Ogochukwu Ufio.
Tender.
Amy Urbina Lopez.
Gracious.
Kent Van Donge.
Perseverante.
Graceful.
Aditya Vinyamuri.
Hypoglycemic.
Madison Wallace. Rex Wang.
Single.
Timothy Wang.
Resilient.
Carlisle Washburn.
Delicious.
Amanda Waters.
Cheerful.
Haley Watts.
Outgoing.
Zachary Weisberg.
Strong-willed.
Genuine.
Sydney Wellens.
Loyal.
Amelia Whitney. Blake Williams.
Resourceful.
Shauna Yang.
Forthright.
Aaron Yu.
Devoted. Hi, Mom and Dad.
Stephen Zeldin.
Serious.
And Tadeus Zubricki.
Clumsy.
Blessed.
Let's give them one more round of applause. Congratulations. At this time, I'd like to ask you to look in your coat pocket, because in that pocket is a copy of the physician's oath at the Tulane School of Medicine. And I would like to now ask the class of 2025 to stand and turn around and face those people in the audience who helped to get you in this point in your career. They will continue to love you and support you. You will continue to lean upon them, and it is to them that this oath is read. I would also like to invite those physicians in the audience and those up on our platform party to stand along with them and also recite the oath. I'm going to read a phrase, and I would ask that you repeat after me. I do solemnly swear before all that is holy and sacred that I will honor the profession of medicine and practice with conscience and dignity for the good of humanity. I I will give my teachers the respect and gratitude that they deserve. And pass my knowledge to those who follow in the art of medicine. I will recognize the limits of my knowledge and seek to enhance my understanding and skills through my profession. I will conscientiously uphold the duties and noble traditions of the vocation of the art and science of medicine. And work with my colleagues as brothers and sisters in the service of humanity. I will advocate on my patients' behalf and strive for justice in the care of the sick. I will treat all that come to me, irrespective of their gender, race, religion, political affiliation, sexual orientation, nationality, social standing, economic status, or ability to pay. Nor be prejudiced in my duty to patients. I will remember that the physician's duty is to prevent and treat disease, and heal the sick, but above all, prevent suffering and do no harm. I will respect the dignity and privacy of all of my patients, holding secret and close what they have revealed to me, and place their well-being at my highest priority. I take this oath freely and upon my honor. By this oath, I considered the bond between physician and patient to be sacred. If I keep this oath faithfully, may I enjoy my life and practice my art. But if I swerve from it or violate it, may the reverse be my lot. On behalf of the medical school administration and faculty, congratulations to the class of 2025. Welcome to the medical profession. I would now like to call up Brother for our benediction.
Pray with me. Father, thank you for the calling you have placed on these students' lives. I pray that as they're going forward, they would take that calling and all that comes with it, God, and you would give them all the knowledge, patience, and perseverance they need, that they would take this ceremony as a launching point into their future, whatever that may hold. And I pray that you would bless them as they go. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Thank you all for coming. Let the celebration begin.